In the town of Port Huron, Michigan, there is a small middle school, Holland Woods, that now celebrates Tree Day every year on May 7th. They celebrate Tree Day not to plant trees, but to remember how dangerous trees can be. This is the story of how Tree Day began. Every morning before school, many kids would run around and play football in front of the school. No one monitored them, so if anyone was ever to be injured, no adult would be able to help. On May 7th, 2005, that is exactly what was happening. Children were playing football, nothing new was out of the ordinary, until suddenly a long pass was thrown. The girl running after this pass wasn't paying attention, and she suddenly tripped and fell face first into a tree. As she lay on the ground moaning in pain, the other students had no idea what to do. Thankfully, a parent had seen her fall and rushed her into the school. An ambulance was called. Everyone was worried. The girl nearly lost consciousness. Her parents were called, and she was rushed to the hospital. As she was pulled out of the office on a stretcher, the other students were very scared. Was she going to be all right? At the hospital, the nurses and doctors kept asking if she'd been in a car accident. No, she replied, blushing. I ran into a tree playing football with some friends. After getting a CAT scan and x-ray, the doctors determined all was well, but that didn't mean the tree didn't leave any marks. The doctors offered the girl bandages, but she didn't want them. The scrapes looked way too cool, she thought. That isn't what everyone else thought, however. Even a week later, the bruises were still there. It took nearly a month for her face to return to its original state. Because of what happened and how much worse she could have been injured, Holland Woods forbid football from ever being played again in front of the school. But they did declare May 7th Tree Day, and still remember her incident to this day. And that is how I, Anjanette Cole, ran into a tree when I was in 7th grade at Holland Woods Middle School, and ripped off half of my face. Luckily, my face is healed now, but the embarrassment is still with me.